everyone! So in today's video I'm going to go over one of my most asked questions, which is how am I able to paint things so small? And a lot of what I think is being asked is what kind of lighting do I have? Do I wear certain glasses? Do I need glasses? What do I do? What is it? What do I have going on there? And the short answer is that I just have a light above the table and I just use my eyes. That is what I use for probably 99% of what I do. I do, however, have a couple different lights that I use for certain recording circumstances when things get a little bit tricky. Maybe it's the time of day, maybe whatever is happening. There's just something going on that I need a little extra light. And then there are occasions where I'm painting something extremely detailed and extremely small where I need help with my eyeballs because I just need some optical assistance. When something like that comes up, there are things that you can use, and one of the best things to use, even if you are just doing this and you think you just can't see things small enough, even if it's not crazy small and microscopic, you do want to see things a little bit better. There are definitely things like this light that I have. It's plugged in, so it's only going to go so far, that can help. And so this light is actually incredible. It is the best light I own by far, and it's got a nice little hinge on it like this that opens up, and you don't have to lock it or twist anything to get to stay. It's got pretty strong springs and it will stay wherever you leave it. You know, it works out really well. And then this part of it, this part is the light, and it's also a magnifying glass. You want to see my eye really close. And so this is, yeah, so this part here, this ring is a light, and there's a little button here. If you click it once, the light's going to turn on, and then if you touch and hold it, they will get progressively brighter. And then you let go at whatever brightness you think is good, and then if you press it and hold it again, they will start getting a little bit less bright back down to the low. So not only does this thing have an amazing magnifier on it, and if you just click it again, I'll turn off. Because it does, the magnifying, it's gorgeous, and it's such a big space that it's easy and comfortable to see through. It's not like you have a little one where you kind of have to really move what you're working on. This one, it's big enough that that's not such a problem, and you can easily get your hand under there and all of that. But that light, the fact that you can have it any brightness that you want is just incredible. So that is amazing. And so this thing is really awesome. It's got a little thing that you can stick on the end so that it can screw onto a tabletop, just like right over the end, and then this just sets in there and it works out really well. If that is one thing though, it is pretty much a stationary piece of thing. You don't really want to be moving around the house. It doesn't transport very well. The other thing is when I bought it, it does not have the US outlet, so you have to get an adapter for it, but I have a couple of those hanging around the house, so that wasn't a problem either. But you know, there's just those little things to think about. But really this thing is incredible, and that light is so nice and bright, and it's clean light. I don't know, maybe that's probably not even a thing, that's probably just me, but if you do video recording, it's a really nice, good daylight style light. So that's really good for making videos. And yeah, so that's awesome with this thing, and it's really sturdy. I'm really happy with it. I'm really pretty excited about it. These are the things that make me excited. The other thing I just want to quickly mention about painting things that are small and being able to see them, rest your eyes, don't overdo it. If it starts where you're looking at what your project is and you're like, take a break for a while. Just step away, come back to it, and you should be fine. Especially if you were working on it and you were fine, and all of a sudden it's like you can't see anymore, probably take a break. And same thing if your hand gets shaky. I know there are times when my hands get shaky. That's usually from having too much caffeine. But if that does happen, if you are starting to get like you're a little shaky, same thing, take a break and come back to it. Small brushes, I can't emphasize enough how important having the proper brushes is to making tiny little art. And it's less about the actual size of round, because that you can cut down, but it's about the length and the stiffness of the bristles. So I can make, I've been saying this a bunch of times, I will make a brush cutting video. I will make that one of my priorities, and it will be up soon, I promise, because that is such an important thing to know how to do, because there are so many ways that cutting a brush can go wrong quickly, that learning just a couple little rules of what to do and what not to do will really make a big difference. So I will make a video on doing that, and I will link it in the description box once it is made. But yeah, so that's an important thing, and also having the right kind of paint makes a big difference. You want to have paint that is thin enough so that you can make those teeny tiny lines, but also opaque enough that you're not going to have to make them over and over again because you have to add enough coats for it to actually show up. So I mean, there's all these little things that you have to balance and figure out, and brands of paint, certain ones are better. Same thing, I'll put some little information on the paint that I use in the description box below as well, because there are a bunch of different kinds and it does make a difference. So, all of that being said, this is just a little equipment video that I wanted to share with you, and I will be uploading another one tomorrow on my dust collector. So many people have wanted to have information on that dust collector, and I have made a video of it finally, yay! So that will be uploaded tomorrow, same thing, description box below once it's uploaded, so check there. And please, just comment with any questions that you have about anything in this realm. I will be more than happy to answer them, or anything else. I'm here for you. And don't forget to click subscribe to my future videos as well.